Good Day Austin weather with Fox 7 meteorologist Adelie Rowe.
And we've got winter storm warnings in pink stretching from New Mexico all the way to New York, and it's including us right here in the Lone Star State. So we've got that winter storm warning, and that's going to last until noon on Sunday. And we've already been seeing some wintry weather over in the hill country, so some freezing rain this morning, regular rain for the rest of us along the metro and east of 35. And I have seen some reports of some slick bridges, overpasses in the hill country. So if you can stay off the roads, I suggest doing exactly that. Here's a look downtown Austin. Luckily, we're above freezing, at least for now, 35 degrees. And we've got some freezing spots. Fredericksburg, you're 32, even the 20s for San Saba and Alano. And temperatures will be in the 20s and teens before you know it. We've got some dangerous cold conditions well after the wet weather is over with. But first, let's focus on the potential for this ice. So we had some heavy rainfall overnight. You can see things will start to lighten. There's still the potential for some spotty freezing rain here and there as we get into the afternoon as well. So the morning and afternoon, it looks to be spotty to isolated. But then once we get into the evening and overnight hours, that's when we could start to see a little bit more of that freezing rain accumulating. So I'm thinking here in Austin, things are really going to pick up around 4 or 5 o'clock, and that's what this particular model is showing as well. And it's not going to be constant freezing rain. You can see kind of coming in waves, widespread. This is late on Saturday around 11 o'clock, and this is going to continue into your Sunday morning before we finally start to dry out and see some sun, and hopefully that'll melt most of the ice. And if this model's right, then that would be the case, but I'm going to show you a couple of them. This particular model has us at less than a quarter, and that's what I'm thinking most of us will see. But over in the hill country, some isolated spots could be close to about 1/2 inch of accumulation, and that causes a lot more problems. Again, most of us are going to be in that 1/10 to 1/4 category where we've got slick bridges, light ice on trees, so power outage still possible. But of course, as you get more ice accumulating on those branches, on those power lines, it becomes a bit more probable. So definitely keeping an eye on the hill country, and we keep saying it, if you can, just stay home, because on top of the icy conditions, we've also got an extreme cold warning that's going to kick in later on this evening at about 6 o'clock, and that's going to last through noon on Monday. So I did want to show you some of these temperatures. So this is for today, not really going to be warming up all that much, and once we get to about 5, 6 o'clock, you can see we're below freezing here in Austin. Temperature's going to continue to dip down overnight, so we'll see more of that freezing rain. It's going to be dangerously cold, and then some models don't even have us getting above freezing tomorrow afternoon for our high. And then as we move into Monday morning, a lot of us back to work, back to school, that is if they don't cancel it, we're going to wake up to the 20s and teens. And those feels likes on Monday morning could be negative for a lot of us. So it's going to be dangerously cold even after this wet weather is over with. Stay safe, stay warm, and remember your 4 Ps. As we go ahead and take a look at your 7-day forecast, we got frigid temperatures, rain and some freezing rain, maybe even a little bit of sleet in the mix. And the worst of that still does look to be in the evening into the overnight hours, kind of spotty in nature before that. And then take a look Monday, Tuesday morning in the teens. We'll slowly start to warm up a little bit, but then we've got another front that's going to be coming through on Friday, knocking down those temperatures once again. So it's a very busy weekend in the Weather Center, but we're here to keep an eye on things as this forecast continues to evolve. And now that wintry weather that we've been talking about so much is finally here in the hill country.